begins with a lefty coming in to pinch hit. Coach Corey Mee is coming out, and I believe to ask for the baseball. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the new stats on the Toledo reliever. Crucial part in this ball game. Rockets trail by 2, but the Redhawks threatening with a pair in scoring position. We are running out of daylight. Past the 6 o'clock hour here on a Friday afternoon. They do not have lights at Scott Park. There you take a look at the new Toledo hurler. Fourth of the afternoon, it is Bryce Davis, the 6'3", 210-pound sophomore right-hander out of Rockford, Michigan. Davis on the season. We'll take a look at his numbers. He's 0-1 in 5 appearances, all in relief. An 18.47 ERA. He's only thrown 6 1/3. 6 hits, 13 runs, all earned. 9 walks, 6 strikeouts. But opponents only hitting .231 against him. Scoop, what that tells me is he's given up quite a few free bases.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, he's got 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. But the fact that he's given up twice as many freebies, that really is kind of seals the deal. But again, if he can locate, that's what's going to be important for him, and get some experience. This is one of these big situations where I think you can gain some confidence. You can come in here, make some quality pitches to some quality hitters that can do volumes for you moving forward.
Well, he was brought in after Coach Hayden elected to go with a pinch hitter. Instead of the righty, Reed Nordberg, the left-hander, Charlie Harrigan, is now standing in the on-deck circle, and he is strolling to the plate. Harrigan, a 6', 200-pound junior out of LaGrange, Illinois, prepped at Lyons Township. Harrigan hitting .260 on the season.
That's nice. You can bring a guy like Harrigan in who leads the team in RBIs at 25 off the bench. But, he's normally a starter. He's had 25 starts this year, but certainly a guy they love to see in this situation where the infield is forced to be pulled in. As the Rockets trail by 2 here late innings, they cannot afford to concede another run. They need to keep this a 2-run ball game, but certainly Davis will have his hands full.
He takes a good firm fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Hitting .260 on the season with that infield drawn in. You can tack about another 30 points onto that average.
Yeah, I mean, he's got him exactly where you want him, but if you're the Rockets, you're really forced to do that. You just don't have the luxury of playing back right now. You're playing from behind. And we've already talked about how good that Miami bullpen is, so you just cannot afford to give them any more separation here.
1 ball, 1 strike. This one squirts out of the mitt of Michael Ryan. Ball 2. I see a few members. Nice panoramic view there from our camera behind home plate. See a handful of UT softball players sitting right behind home plate. Congratulations going out to Coach Abraham and company. A 3-0 win today. Swing and a miss. Harrigan was going for the downs. He didn't get cheated there, and he came up empty.
No, you can see why he has 10 extra base hits on the season. He does not get cheated, but what a big-time pitch there from Davis. But he desperately needs a punch-out or a pop fly here.
Runs him in on the fists. Inside-out swing fouled away. Harrigan draws himself another pitch. A lot of action at Scott Park over this weekend. Softball finished up probably about an hour ago. Just got a text from senior second baseman Megan Choate, in getting some treatment from the trainer. Said, "Where are you at? Why aren't you here supporting?" This one well struck into center field. Boss is there, but it's got plenty of distance on it. Vogelsang will tag. He will score. Likewise, Stevens into third, and that is a huge insurance run as Miami tacks on 1 more to make it 8-5.
Yeah, great situation. Hitting that time by Harrigan as he gets one across the plate, and he turns on it, strikes it hard, but it's going to be deep enough for a sac fly. And that's a big insurance run for the Red Hawks. Although I would have liked to have seen Toledo maybe appeal that to second base. It looked like they had a pretty good quick jump there on second.
So 2 down. That brings up the catcher, Cal Elvers. Takes a first pitch strike. Like seeing athletes from other sports, though, show up at various functions. Shows a lot of support amongst that fraternity, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great to see. We saw that last weekend as well. You know, we saw some volleyball players.
They were hamming it up for the camera.
Brave the elements. Whether they're here for the right reasons or not, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, they were here.
One thing's for sure. If Megan Choate was here, she would be hamming it up for the camera as well. I don't think I told you this story. 2 balls and a strike. But I was doing a game solo last year. I didn't have a color announcer with me, so I was doing my stand-up prior to the game. As the 2-1 runs him inside. Good placement, strike 2. And, it's probably a couple days after Christmas. My wife calls me. I'm on the road with the men's basketball team. She goes, "We have a package from Washington here." And I said, "Washington, like the state?" She said, "Yes. 2-2, just misses inside." I said, "What's the name on it?" And it was Choate. And I said, "I think we're safe, open it." And it's a picture of me doing that stand-up with Megan popping her head over my shoulder, finishing infield warm-ups. And somebody typed up underneath it, "I'm famous." So just to give you a little bit of an idea about the senior captain, second baseman for our softball team.
Well, she has a way of finding that camera, and that's a classic.
She's so ornery. She's very likable, but she is ornery. Ball 4. Elvers will take his base. There we see some of the softball players smartly wearing weather-appropriate gear. Don't want to be catching any colds. You've still got a doubleheader tomorrow, ladies.
Yeah, it's nice to start out at 3 o'clock today. The sun has been fading quickly, and things are certainly cooling off.
Very.
Other than that Miami offense, and there's going to be another run.
Oh, no. This one scoots away to the backstop, and what they give, they also take away. Oh, my goodness. So another insurance run, and that one, well, that's awfully tough. They're going to score that a wild pitch.
Yeah, that's a ball that, typically Michael Ryan's going to keep in front of him. That time he just didn't drop down the knees quick enough and get the glove all the way down the ground. This can result in a pass ball, but more importantly, another big insurance run for this Red Hawk offense.
This one lifted right side, slicing foul. Cervello with a long way to go, and he cannot catch up with it. How much light do you think we have left here? About an hour, maybe? It is getting, it already has been overcast for a while, but it is now getting dark.
Yeah, with the clouds the way they are, that gray skies, it's just not real great visibility, even though we do technically have some daylight ahead of us.
1-1 in and out of the mitt of Michael Ryan. All of a sudden, where did this game go? 7-5 coming into this inning. It was a 1-run game just a frame ago, and now all of a sudden, Miami's up by 4.
And again, that's what good teams do. You know, both times where the Rockets have had a chance for that shutdown inning, they've just not been able to keep it right there. But again, that's what good teams do. They find ways.
Ground ball in the 5-5 hole. Will they wave the runner around third? They will. Elvers is coming. The relay at the plate. Not in time. I wasn't sure if the throw beat him, but I think that ball might have popped out of Ryan's mitt, and that was the difference.
It did pop out of his glove. It had been close to tell whether they would have rung him up or not, but this time you see a very strong throw from Davis in left field.
Well, it was cut by Myers late on the infield, and the throw, boy, that would have been tough. A bang play, but he couldn't quite keep it in his leather.
Yeah, the throw must have maybe been off the line just a little bit. I was surprised they cut that. It looked like they was going to clearly beat him home, but once the ball was cut, it just made it a bang, and when he couldn't come up clean with it, ends up being another insurance run for Miami.
And extends the inning, another hitter. Here's Parker Massman. The 8-hole. Stepping up for the 5th time this game. He's got a couple of hits. Swings away. They don't get cheated anywhere in this lineup, do they?
They don't. They're still being aggressive there, as you saw Stevens take off on the pitch. But, you know, the thing that really has been the difference today is, you know, 5 times Miami has scored a run off a guy that reached by a walk. You just can't do that to any team, let alone a team that comes in, you know, at the top of the MAC, 22-5 this season they've had. But, you know, they take advantage.
Big swing here. He comes up empty. Well, no matter the outcome of this one, both these two teams will be right back out here again tomorrow for a 1 o'clock first pitch. We expect plenty of sunshine and temperatures in the mid-60s. So, Scoop, even better weather than we got today.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to it, to see a whole series get in. And they're going to
pick off. They've got him in a rundown. The only question is, can they be smart about it? Stevens is going to try to extend this as much as possible, but the tag is made. Riley Campbell takes care of business, and that will do it. Not before Miami comes up with a 3 spot here in the top of the 8th. They've now doubled up the Rockets 10-5.